everyone, before I take you on a tour of my home, I just want to take a little bit of time to introduce myself. My name is Johan, I'm 28 years old, I'm the co-owner of Canvas Nails and Spa. I'm currently a full-time nail technician there as well, but I do contents on the sideline. Alright, so here is some background about the house. This is my second property with my fiance. I share this space with 3 lovely cats and of course my fiance. And this house is roughly 2,700 square feet with 4 bedroom, a den, a loft, and 3.5 bathroom. Currently, 2 of my good friends are occupying 2 of the bedrooms, so I will be showcasing the other 2 bedrooms and the common area. My fiance and I wanted to create a space where every area of the house evoke a different feeling, so every turn that you make, it feels like you walk into a different environment. For our first property, we went with a more modern approach. Aesthetically, it looked amazing, but at times it can feel like an office. Everything was very cohesive, but it lacked a lot of character because we tried to make it look so modern that it ended up looking like a lobby of a really nice apartment. By all means, I'm not a professional interior designer, but I do enjoy crafting space that I can be inspired to be in and fun to be in. And we truly believe that your surrounding can fuel your creativity as well as increase your productivity. So if I happen to break any interior designing rules, please go easy on me. Without further ado, let's begin the house tour. What started as a boring gray pre-built home has now turned into this. A custom built home that have many characteristics and personalities. Alright, let's start a tour in the living room area since it's the biggest space in the house. This space took me quite a while to assemble because I wanted to be perfect for when friends and family come over. My goal was to create a cozy and inviting atmosphere that made everyone feel right at home. Drawing inspiration from my travel to Japan, I decided to adopt the Japandi style for the living room. This style keeps the space feeling less cramped as well as the furniture is relatively low to the ground. It emphasizes functionality and minimalism, which greatly help with maintenance and cleaning. I chose Chandelier lace for the wall color as a pure white that is neutral. This color choice helps create an open and airy feel in the space, and it complements my white oak wood flooring perfectly. For anyone who's interested in getting vinyl flooring, I would highly recommend getting the 8mm thickness one because it lasts longer and is more durable. This is our sofa and our coffee table. We got both of these from Casterly and their Mori collections. We have 3 cats at our home, but it's really important for us to be able to have a sofa that's scratch and stain resistant. And so far, this sofa hold up pretty good. I love this coffee table because it's spacious. I can fit a lot of stuff on here. Next to the sofa, we have this 10 feet olive tree. The main reason why I got it is because I want to create some separation between the living area and the dining area. And this tree is a perfect fit in our living room and it makes our living room more lively. It adds so much more greenery into the living space. These 2 accent chairs I got it from Amazon. They're a little firm, but they're very easy to clean and our cats love them. So I don't even sit here with my fiance. A lot of the time you will see the cats sitting on these 2 chairs. For the TV console, we got the Basta unit. This unit is so versatile. It can fit in any interior designing style you like. The fact that you can mount them, it just looks incredible for the price that you're paying for. This is an OLED TV from LG. I believe it's 78 inches. It's the centerpiece of our living room. As far as our speaker system goes, I got the Sonos speakers. I only have the speaker bars right now, but in the future, if I able to make more money and save more money, I would love to get the surround sound system for Sonos. And there's a lot of decoration pieces all over our TV unit because I'm a huge fan of Studio Ghibli and anime. We got a lot of collectibles in here. And we also have more collectibles in here. The top shelf is Studio Ghibli, the bottom shelf is Gundam, and then it's Studio Ghibli again, and then it's My Hero Academia. On this display shelf, we got Naruto, and this one, we got Harry Potter, and the one below it, we used to store all of our DVDs and anime movies. Right behind our TV console, we installed some acoustic panel from Wood Veneer Hub. It adds so much more texture onto this wall. I also installed a full LED light onto the wood panel, so it looked pretty cool at nighttime. Alexa, turn on living room. Ta-da! This mirror we got from Casterly. It helped open up the living room quite a bit since it's a pretty big mirror, and it also reflects a lot of natural light into our living room, which we love very much. So is our cats. I got this curvy lamp on Amazon. I like the way that it look. I think it add a lot of personality into the living space. I got this lamp at IKEA. I believe they discontinue it, but I'm pretty sure you can get an aftermarket one pretty easily. An auto photo frame, I got it from IKEA in the white oak color. It matches with all of our casually furniture perfectly. And all of the wall arts, I got it on Etsy. I will leave the link down in the description below so you guys can go and check it out. We wanted our rug to resemble a Zen garden pattern, and we got them on Amazon. That's all for the living room. Let's head to the loft area. Welcome to the loft. This is actually one of my favorite places in the house. A lot of time whenever we have game night, everyone love to go up here. The fact that it's so colorful, it brings people back into their childhood days. We have a bunch of vintage collectibles up here. I would describe this place as like a curated mess. There's a bunch of random stuff, but somehow everything works together flawlessly. I truly believe that it's very important to have a place in the house for you to wind down and de-stress, and this is the place for me. I could just be here all day just listening to music or just working on a video project. So yeah, let's kick off the loft tour. Right over here we have a custom arcade unit that I built it with my best friend. We collab on this together. We used to have a clothing line called Offline, so rather like letting it fade away, we wanted to create an arcade unit to honor our business endeavor together. This is definitely the centerpiece of the loft because everybody loved this arcade, and this is the first thing that you see when you walk up into the loft area. Since both of us have full-time job now, so it's very hard for us to keep pursuing the brand, so we wanted to make something out of it rather than just let it die out. This is a 3-seater Togo sofa. It's far more comfortable than it looks. Whenever friends stay over, I often crash on this sofa and I get a pretty solid night's sleep. Right next to it, I have an IKEA lamp alongside an Akari A10 lamp. For our coffee table, we opted for a Noguchi style table, which I found on Facebook Marketplace, but you can easily find them on furniture website since it's a popular design. Next to it is a Besta TV unit that we convert into a low profile bookshelf. As for our collectible shelf, we got those from IKEA and they were one of the best investments we made for the loft. Right next to it, we have a cat house alongside with another Akari lamp. My cat rarely uses the house, so I decided to put an Ado lamp from IKEA on top of it, and somehow it works wonderfully. We got an initial D shrine right over here. Growing up, this is one of my favorite anime. I like it so much. My dream car was an 86, and I was able to buy it, not the older version, but the newer version, the GT86, and I pimp it out to become a tofu delivery car, the same exact decal in the anime. Yeah, I'm a nerd. Right over here we got my vinyl record station. So I'm not a professional vinyl record collector, but I do enjoy listening to vinyl casually. So I didn't invest into like a really expensive record players. On the wall we have a lot of wall arts that showcase a lot of my personality. I got this nightstand at Bed Bath & Beyond. Surprisingly, I didn't think that they sell these type of furniture there, but luckily I was able to find one and it fit perfectly here. I got this brown checker rug on Wayfair. It add a pop of color and tie everything together. This accent chair, I got it at IKEA. It's a corduroy material. It's very durable and it can also spin. I believe this is a mid-century piece. It fit in this loft really nicely. This will be the last piece that I'm showing in the loft area. I think I went over all of the bigger furniture. So now we can end the loft tour here and move into the office. Welcome to my office. This is where I spend majority of my time working on various projects. When I designed this place, I wanted to be a collaborative space where my friend can spend the night and have a quiet place to work. Many of my friends have remote jobs, so it's always nice to have a dedicated spot for them to work whenever they coming over to visit us. The design leaned more towards a more modern aesthetic because I wanted to make it feel like an office, therefore I can focusing on working without any distractions. Let's get started with the tour. This space is divided by two sections. We got the entertainment section and we got the productivity section. And this bamboo tree is to help separate the two sections. Right over here in the entertainment section, we have an OLED 50-inch TV that are mounted on acoustic panel to help with sound control. For the TV unit table, we got the Vesta unit. We use it to store a lot of our knickknacks that we collect throughout the years. And right over here, we have a love seater. Since we don't have a big space in this room, I wanted to have something that would fit the space very well. Even though it's a little small, it get the job done pretty nicely. And right over here, we have a little table so that people can read and just relax. And this lamp, I got it from IKEA. I don't know if they still have it or not, but I will leave the link down below if they still have it for you guys. The checker rug play a huge part in separating the working area and the entertainment area as well. That sums it up for this entertainment setup. So right over here, we got the productivity setup, and the main piece is gonna be this L-shaped table. The idea behind it is that it's a collaborated table, so I would be working on this side while my partner or my friend be working on this side. But if no one is using this side, it's going to become my writing area and my brainstorming area. I also added two shelves to add more character into the space. I put a lot of my collectibles on here and a lot of decorated pieces. I add a lot of plant in this room because it's a darker room and the greenery really help make this space come to life. This pegboard, I put a lot of like my camera equipment like batteries, SD cards, and a lot of pen and pencil. And I use this printer to print out a lot of the photos that I take from traveling like places to places. And the brain of this setup is gonna be this AMD computers. It have the RTX 3080 Super, really fast graphics card. It helped me save so much time on rendering and just like video editing. So yeah, this is the productivity setup. Over here, we got these two display shelves. I use it to store a lot of my camera equipment, especially the one that I don't use often. It mainly serves as a decorated piece in this room now. A lot of people that come into this room really enjoy the shelf unit because I also decorate it with a lot of my collectibles that I got from Japan. It's a really nice display shelf that can really like entertaining to look at. Right over here, we got my vinyl record station. I know I'm a little obsessed with record player. I think that they look so cool. Every time that you add a record player into a space, it just adds more sophistication to the space. This mirror really opened up this room since it's a really small room, and it reflects a lot of natural light back into the room. Right over here, we got this sofa console. I mainly only use it as a decorated piece in this room. I don't think I will ever gonna use these candles, but it adds so much more character into this room due to its squirrely shape. I collect a lot of pop eyes. I don't even know any Japanese, but it's so fun to look at them, and the way that they lay out their magazine, it just look amazing. It's very inspiring. I believe that's pretty much it for the office tour. Let's move to the master bedroom. Welcome to our master bedroom. This is where we get our beauty sleep. For this room, we were aiming for a combination of Victorian and Japandi style. We wanted to make it very minimal, not clutter at all, since this is where we relax. Let's get the tour started. Over here we have a king bed that comfortably fit the both of us and our 3 cats. We purchased this bed from Brooklyn Bedding and it's very comfortable. Previously we had the purple mattress for. They're both very comfortable, but they offer 2 different experiences. Nonetheless, we love both of our mattresses. Right in front of us, we have a Nelson bench. A lot of time the cat would use this bench since during the time that we're sleeping, sometimes we'll accidentally kick them out of the bed, and in the morning we find them sleeping on this bench. Right on top of the bed, we have these 3 vintage photos to fill in some of the empty space. My fiance loved the canopy style bed because it makes her feel like a princess, so we top it up with a mini chandelier on top. Right next to the bed, we have these two fluted nightstand. It provided us with extra storage and we can put more stuff right next to our bed. To the side of it, we have two olive trees that added more greenery into the space. Right on top of the nightstand, we have these two mirrors that imitate windows. Since we only have one large window in this room, I wanted to add more light into the space, so we get these two windows so that it can reflect a little bit more light into the room, and that's our solution to have more windows into the space. So right across the bed, we have this dresser that matches perfectly with the nightstand, and I just love how much more storage that it provided into the space. And on top of the dresser, we have this 68-inch smart TV mounted on the wall. Weirdly enough, watching TV and falling asleep is something that I need to have in any room, since I have a hard time falling asleep, and watching TV really helped me fall asleep a little bit easier. And right next to it, we have two light scones that I think add so much personality into this wall. Right next to the dresser, we have a reading sofa. We don't use it all that much, but when we do, it's a pretty comfortable sofa. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole entire bedroom. Let's head to the dining area. Welcome to our dining room. This is where we would eat a lot of fancy dinner with our guests. A lot of time we would just sit in the living room area to eat our dinner, but whenever we have guests over, this is where we're eating. During the search for our dining table, we wanted to have an extendable dining table, but everywhere that we look at, all of the extendable ones look very modern, but then we stumble upon this table. It's called a Bradley dining table from Casterly. It's able to extend. At the same time, it's a natural oak wood color that make the space feel very warm and cozy, which we love very much, and it fit in our aesthetic perfectly. We bought these dining chair on Amazon. It came in a set of 4. I can put the link down below so y'all can check it out. For our bench, we also get the Bradley bench to complement with our Bradley table, and this table, when extended out, it can fit up to 8 to 9 people comfortably. When there isn't guests around, we can collapse it back and it can sit up to 6 people, which is still pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much it for our dining room. Let's head to the kitchen area. Welcome to our kitchen. This is where the magic happened. To be honest with you, a lot of time I'm not supposed to be in here. My fiance hates it whenever I'm in the kitchen because this is her domain and not mine. So right over here, we got a matcha station that I made for her on her birthday because she loved matcha. So I thought it would be nice that she able to make matcha at home in her own comfort. And right over here, we got all the seasoning for our foods and all of the appliances. We got it from KitchenAid. Right in the middle of the kitchen, we have this big quart island. It's very easy to clean and maintain since it's quartz, and we have an open concept sink so that we can put a lot of stuff in it. And for our island light, we found these 3 pendants on Amazon, and when we saw it, we instantly fell in love with it. It tied the space together very well. And for our kitchen stool, we got them on Nathan and James. It's very good quality for the price that you pay for. And I believe that's pretty much it for our kitchen area. Let's head to the library. Welcome to our library. This space was created thanks to my fiance's love for books and spooky things. She came up with the idea and put it all together. It's the first room when you notice when you walk inside our house. This used to be a den, but we converted it into a library. The cats love to hang around here. I think it's because it's cozy, it's dark, have this spooky vibe to it. The cats just vibe into the space pretty well. I believe she was aiming for like a gothic library vibe for the space. It's dark and moody, so during the winter time, a lot of our friends wanted to hang around in this space. Let's kick off the tour. Right over here, we got this gallery wall. The hardest part about crafting this wall is finding the different size photo frame and the different color and somehow make it look cohesive together, and I think my fiance did a pretty good job. Everything connect together very well, and to complete the look, she added a reading chair right here to create reading nook. She wanted people to have a space to grab a books and just kind of enjoy themselves by just sitting here and read books. So that's it for this area. So this fireplace is the highlight of the room. We actually built everything around it. Not only it looked really good in this space, but it also keep the room very warm. On top of the fireplace, we have an arch mirror and 2 scones. I think it tie everything together. And on either side, we have 2 bookshelves, one for American novel and one for Japanese manga. Right in the center, there's this floral rug that make you feel like you're in a nighttime flower field with stars above. We set her table right in the middle so that she can sit and enjoy the room without missing any views. That's pretty much the entire house tour. Thank you for sticking around and watch the entire video. I know this is a pretty long one. I appreciate y'all for watching it. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button. Leave down a comment below which room is your favorite room, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.